Hey, what's up? Hey. What's up? What's up? Okay. Divine Feminine. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. Okay. Oh, thank you, Angela. Hey. Hold on just a second, my bad. Thank you for the jewels. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see what's up. Divine Feminine, Holy Spirit, type me in Divine Feminine, please. Oof, that was going off the table. Alright, Scorpio, sideways, we got Mercury. So I'm seeing somebody laying on the bed with their left leg is laying straight and they got their right leg, kind of like bent or whatever, and they're like this and they're crying, looking at the ceiling, because they're in a stuck position with this Scorpio on its back. Okay, and they're thinking about communicating with somebody that does not want to talk to them, somebody that could have no more care for them. Okay. So the way that someone treated you, and their pride and arrogance, okay, I feel like this person, after you left, you pulled your energy back, this person, this revelation dawned on this person that they were being scammed by a scammer and a hoe. So somebody married a whore, tried to turn a whore into a housewife. They just didn't know that they were a whore and that they were scamming them. Somebody could have been going to jail behind this person. Okay. Finding out people that they're sleeping with. Yep, and this person's crying about you, whoever you are. Okay. All right. Well. You could not care at all, You could be smiling again, okay? You could feel better, all right? This person could have hurt your feelings. It could have broke your heart, Whoever you are, could have broke your heart. And they did not care when they did it. So, yeah. Hey, what's up? You know, hurting your feelings is one thing, but breaking your heart is another. You can only break my heart one time. One time. You can do it one time. That's it. I'm the type of motherfucker you go to work and come home and you know my side of the apartment is empty. My shit is gone. I'll leave when your ass is at work. You know what I'm saying? I won't leave a trail. You'll never see me again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what you did. For some of y'all, you could have lived with this person. Okay, that's what you did. All right? You know, pulled a Tina Turner. You know, you left in the middle of the night when Ike was asleep or at work. Okay, maybe somebody staying at a friend's house, or somebody could be staying at someone's house who, you know, they have romantic feelings for, or if not romantic, just loving feelings for. It could be a family member. Okay, the hermit. Somebody could be like a shelter, a women's shelter. I've been to a couple of those when I was a kid. Women and children's shelter. Somebody could be hiding from someone. Someone abusive for somebody. Somebody looking for you too. They looking. They ain't gonna find you though. You covered it. Don't tell nobody where you at, where you stay at. Sure, I don't have to tell you that, but I'm just saying, you know. Two more. Queen of Pentacles, that's all somebody can think about. Whether you're a man or a woman, okay? Whether you're an earth sign or not, this is you, okay? And then I say I saw somebody laying in the bed on their back, looking at the ceiling, thinking about you. I said that, right? Wanting to communicate. My bad. Forgot we wasn't shuffling no more. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? I feel like your money is balanced, okay? Everything is balanced the way that it was, okay, or better. All right, you've grown through whatever this was. All right, somebody could have did some type of spell work on somebody, you know? Yeah, sex. Yeah, somebody had no boundaries. You know, they were supposed to put up boundaries to fight for what they love. You know what I'm saying? And now they're suffering in silence. Banging their head against the wall, okay? Pissed off, angry, because, you know, what they did to you or tried to do to you, someone was doing to them already. Yeah. This person was jealous. They saw y'all connection or, you know, knew how deep it was, and they came in here and did what they did. Oops. Gotta be careful. Somebody was naive. Did not listen. Did not pay attention to the red flags. Kept you at a distance. It's funny to me how they didn't care when they hurt you too. Not that part. It's not funny that they hurt you. I'm just saying it's funny that they're the ones left with the hurt, right? Because you've gotten over it. Oh, you learned. Oh, you learned. Yeah, blocked. Yeah, you see somebody as a hoe or as a pass around, or, you know, just weak. Okay, you know, weak. Yeah, moved on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. Hey. Oh, I didn't show you the healing behind that. Okay, betrayal, backstabbing, deceit. You've healed from that, so you good. You good, or you're in the middle of that healing, halfway through it, for some of you. There is another person, okay, here. Don't know if you're aware of who they are or not, okay, but I'm feeling they are around you. They're close enough. They've been close enough to you to touch you before. Could be I'm seeing the King of Swords or King of Pentacles, Emperor, King of Swords, Emperor, King of Pentacles. Got bummed, I bet. When you feel gloomy or disappointed about something. Oh, we got to read too. I forgot. Pioneering. Okay. Feeling like you're making accomplishments or doing activities that have not been done before. So somebody feels bummed that they will not be going on this this adventure with you. You know, you're onto new things. You're pioneering. You know, you are breaking records. You are leaving your mark. Okay. Some of y'all can be in the gym working out. Okay. It's paying off. It's looking good. All right. You looking good. Pensive. Feeling a little sad and thoughtful. Often quietly. Yeah, somebody really taking a look at their life because somebody is up shit creek without a paddle. Like for real. I've never seen this card before. It's the first time it's come out. Pensive. Somebody feel like a coward with that yellow, the yellow there. It's giving me cowardice, okay? And they can feel sick to their stomach, the green. Or be green, you know? Down, you know, in the hood. Y'all know what that means, okay? If you know, you know. Somebody's green, you know? They yellow bellied and they green. Let's pick a passage. Okay, Syracuse. That's where we're starting at. All right, Syracuse. Syracuse. So it says tire, hidden, luxurious living, secret, violent drawing. Symbolizes the tendency, okay, so Syracuse symbolizes the tendency to hide, to keep secret the thoughts and habits and knowledge that pertain to this phase of the physical and sensual in man that is typified by tire. Thus we find that there is such false prudery in the world that it tends to keep people in ignorance of facts regarding bodily sensations as it relates to sex, okay, especially are young people kept from knowledge that they should have in order to protect themselves and to learn to direct their thoughts and desires and right. So, okay, basically, and rightly so. So somebody could have been reckless sexually. Somebody could have, you know, went in raw, okay, and came out raw. You know, if you get me, you get me, okay. As to avoid much error. Oh, I didn't even finish it. My bad. I stopped in the middle of it. Okay, I'll read that part over. Especially are young people kept from knowledge that they should have in order to protect themselves and to learn to direct their thoughts and desires a right so as to avoid much error and inharmony. Paul's tarrying there 3 days while on his way to Rome bespeaks a work of truth as being done in the Syracuse phase of consciousness. Violent drawing suggests the unnatural and turbulent push and pull, the unrest in habits. Syracuse, being a very wealthy commercial city, signifies the vast amount of thought and substance that man gives to the sustaining of the carnal and sense phase of his being, and the commerce that is carried on there. Okay, so man not wanting to depart from filth, basically, you know, their lower nature. Okay, our lower nature, being addicted to it, having a bloodlust for it. Syria. Aram, Aramic, highland, high, swelling up, increasing. The country called Aram, north of Palestine, sometimes associated with Assyria and Babylon. Its capital was Damascus. Judges 10:6. See margin also 2 Samuel 8:6. Okay. The intellect, the intellectual pride. Highland swelling up, increasing, the same country as Aram. Okay, it says see Aram. The king of Syria is the ruling power and the egotistic, purely intellectual thought. The Syria thoughts of the intellectual realm that have no understanding of the real Israel, okay, come down and seek to kill the spiritual thoughts of the heart. 2 Kings 6, 8 through 14. Syrian NAV, Daniel 2 and 4. Syriac, okay, Syrian, Hebrew. The language used by the Syrians, 2 Kings 18 and 26, in the Aramaic language, and was used at times by the Chaldeans. The Syrians, or error, thoughts of the intellect expressing themselves in consciousness. A language denotes expression. Okay, Syrians, Arameans, i.e. those speaking the Aramaic tongue, natives to Syria, or Aram, 2 Samuel 8 and 6, okay, the last one. Thoughts of the intellect that resist or war against spiritual consciousness, or Israel. It is best not to engage in open warfare with resisting thoughts, okay, so don't argue with a fool, basically. You know, it's foolish to argue with a fool, okay, or try to get a point across with a fool, okay. As a rule, you know, casting your pearls among swine. Thank you, Spirit. As a rule, it is better to apply the law of non-resistance and by spiritual discernment to avoid open conflict. 2 Kings 6, 8 to 23. The warning of the Syrians' intellectual thoughts, okay, against Israel signifies a tendency of the intellect that has not been spiritually quickened to kill out spiritual truths that are developing at the heart center in the body conscious. The meaning of Elisha's taking the Syrians into Samaria is, Samaria symbolizes the intellectual realm, which has its foundation in truth. It is not wholly reliable, but when used as an instrument of spirit, is an aid in casting out alien thoughts and conditions. So this is talking about other religions, right? How they're all rooted in the same thing, right? Rooted from the same place, but they're changed to meet man. They're changed to suit man, okay? You know, it starts at the truth, and then the further it gets from the truth, okay, the further it is from God, right? So man starts to put his ideals. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about every religion, okay? How man took people away from the Most High. Okay, well, you know, spirit through man, okay? Because we battle not against flesh or blood, but principalities, right? Okay. All right. That's why you got all these people arguing about which religion is the best one, which one's the true one, right? It has been used as a ploy. That's what it's been used for, as a ploy. Because shouldn't nobody be arguing about this religion or that religion or this religion, right? You know, everybody's missing the spiritual connotation to it, which it is all spiritual. You know what I'm saying? God's not religious. God's not religious. Doesn't deal in religion. That's man-made. Hence to the names that came along later, like Christian. That was the first, or well, not the first one, okay, but that was one of the ones that came along later. Confirmation, right? They weren't called Christians then. Didn't that come from Rome, if I'm not mistaken? Don't quote me on that. All right. I was watching a debate last week. It was it said it was Hebrew Israelites, Christians, and the 12 tribes of Israel. I'm like, what? Like why? You know what I'm saying? It was all up there arguing and getting on each other and you know, uppercutting each other, not literally, but you know, arguing wise. I'm like, if all of y'all came up higher, above this religion, okay, these borders, okay, this box that you're in, then you would see that all of you are from the same place, the same spiritual notion, okay, that you are all separating yourselves by. You're all separating yourselves by. When it's a collective. You know? All these borders. These walls set up. Walls divide. That's one thing that walls do, amongst many things. Hey, what's up, Holistic K? What's up? All right, let's see. Divine Fem. Let's see. All right, if you ain't having such a good day today, it's all right. Tomorrow is another day, okay? Try not to go to bed angry. Try to settle whatever it is that you are struggling with. Try to settle it before you lay down to go to bed, okay? Just release it. Let it go. If you cannot, control it, do anything to change it, just release it. Give to the Most High. Let it go. All right? Breathe. Exhale. If you need to feel something, feel it. By all means, okay? Don't ignore what you're feeling. Feel it, okay? Just don't sit there, all right? Don't allow yourself to, don't allow it to carry on, okay? Don't really allow it to latch on to you. Feel it, Understand what you're feeling and why you're feeling it, okay? And extract a lesson from it, okay? And then let it pass. Release it. Let it go, all right? For somebody, whoever that's for. Honeymoon phase. Here, Bridget. Here. Hold on, stop moving. Oh my goodness. There you go, Bridget. I was looking for another one. There you go. Moderator. Alright. And there you go. Alright, so honeymoon phase. This is the beginning. Beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold. But don't ignore the details beneath the romance, okay? So don't get caught up in the romance, and the feeling good, right? Okay, that's all nice and well, okay, but there's stuff underneath that, okay? Let time go by, let days pass, okay? All right? Somebody's bummed. I should have bought you flowers. That's what I'm hearing. I should have held your hand. Should have given you all an hour when I had the chance. Yeah, somebody's tripping. Oh, they tripping out. Somebody crying like a baby. Like a baby. They treated you like shit. I understand that. Crying like a baby. Yeah. Blocked. End of story. Twin flame. Unspoken feelings. They never told you how they felt about you. So here's someone new. You see how that works? Do you see how that works, sir? Yeah. And the reason that I'm saying that is because, somebody thought, confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Somebody, I'm speaking up for my collective. Yeah. Somebody thought, okay, that they were the prize. They thought that you needed them. They thought that they were the only option for you. Don't know. I don't know what makes people feel so puffed up in that way. I mean, pride, yes, but I don't. Somebody thought they knew you. That's what it. How is somebody so sure? How is somebody so sure? Yeah, they're arrogant and an asshole about it too. How are they so sure? That they just knew you. You probably don't even know this person's name. Never got that. Unspoken feelings. Yeah, but they knew you, huh? But they didn't know what was going on right underneath their nose, huh? Okay. Friend zone. Someone new. Okay? Single life. This is a single friend around you. Okay? A friend, an associate. Like I've said, somebody that you, has been close enough to you to touch you, to reach out and touch you. Somebody has smelled your scent before. Okay? Your pheromones. That's how close they've been to you before. Okay? So you can be trying to figure out who this is exactly right now, in this moment. Others of you, you know who this is. Okay? Dear John letter? Dear Jane? I ain't heard that in a long time. I'm not trying to laugh. Your spirit guys say this is funny. Your spirit guy says it's funny. So I guess somebody must have been showing their ass over there. That's what that tells me. If your spirit guys is saying it's funny, your spirit guys is laughing through me, that means somebody was over there showing their whole ass when it came to you. And they allowed somebody else to show their ass when it came to you too. So, yeah. Your spirit team is they getting their chuckles in. Yeah, while they got their foot you know, up this person's behind to the knee. That's what happens. I bet they won't be so quick to try to do that to somebody else. I bet. Platonic passion, playing games. So somebody took the passion that they had for you and that you have for them, and they played with it. Ulterior motives. Yeah, they had ulterior motives towards their ride or die. Towards the one that cared about them. More than anybody that they've ever known to. For one that who would have rode for them. To the ends of the earth. Yeah, they had ulterior motives against that. And they got played. The same way they tried to play you, they got played by their passions. By their genitals. Which they cannot contain. You see how that works? I'm trying to teach a lesson here. Okay? You know? You're supposed to learn this and extract this yourself, but I'm trying to help you with it. What you did to someone, confirmation, happened to you. As a matter of fact, it was already happening to you. You know? But you got cocky because you thought you had things under control over here, you know? So you thought you can go play over here. Somebody was playing up underneath your nose the whole time. You was sleeping next to the enemy the whole time, you know? Piping them down or, you know, doing all types of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, how disgusted you must feel with the green and the yellow out here. How disgusting you must feel right now. I feel sick to my stomach. I would feel sick to my stomach. No telling how many, you know, been slid up in that and you didn't have your mouth down there. Had no idea. She just came from getting bust down, you know, for a few dollars. Didn't even take a shower. Had you come, it came back to the house and you was just ready to put your face right on down there. And you did it too? Because you didn't know? They weren't going to tell you either. So you done have some other man's, you know, fluids all up in your face. That's nasty. Walking away. This person could be leaving this person, okay? You're leaving, you're walking away is having a chain reaction. Platonic passion. Yeah, you got platonic passion towards somebody else, or somebody has it towards you. Ulterior motives, fading feelings, or this person can want to come back and try to, you know, use that passion to try to play with you again. Physical passion. There you go. Travel partner. Blocked. You about to go travel with somebody else. Look at that. Comfortability. Yep. Secret admirer. You about to cosmic connection. You about to travel with somebody else. You done settling. For motherfuckers who don't know how to talk, you know, they don't know how to open up, you know what I'm saying? You know, just baby shit. Baby shit. Okay? Yeah. Want to have the lingering X in the background. They think the shit's cute, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why people have exes, you know, if they're not exes for a reason. I never got that. You know, I break up with somebody, I'm not still friends with them. I don't still go over their family's house. I don't still kick it with their cousins and their, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you're an ex for a reason. What's the point of breaking up with somebody, but every time you go out and get a relationship, oh, you still dipping back and forth with this person? Like, what sense does that make? You might as well stayed with the dummy. Dummy. You're wounded. You're wounded. Okay? You need to get on that. You're wounded. That ain't a flex. That is not a flex. If it was a flex, why do you still feel miserable? After you do all of this that you think is satisfactory to you, outside of you, might I add, and you still feel like shit. You still feel empty. You still feel like you're missing something. You still feel unhappy. Yet, you still dive headfirst into it. That's something that you got to deal with. And you don't just go around trying to put that off on other people and then take off. You know, that's why what happened to you happened to you. Because how dare you? How dare you? And then you got the nerve to miss this person now. Miss my collectiveness. My divine feminine. Collective. Got a gem right in your face and you spit on it. You know, kick it down the street and shit. Hey everybody, look, 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 ha 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 ha. Like a big ass kid, like one of them bad bullies. You know, the little kids that's a bully when they little. You know, one of the ones that had a magnifying glass. You know, pointed at the ants and shit, trying to burn the ants. That type of thing. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's not sexually turned on or something like that. Okay. Or you're not attracted to this person anymore at all. At all. You have no attraction to this person. Ace of Wands, reverse, Ten of Swords. I mean, how could you? They betrayed you. You know? My thing ain't gonna, my stuff ain't gonna work if you stab me in the back. How you think I'm gonna lay down and spread them for you? How you think that's feasible? That ain't sexy. That ain't romantic. You know, what the fuck? What? What? The Nine of Cups. The Magician. Three of Wands, King of Pentacles, Five of Swords. That's what I'm talking about. Playing. They ran right into a problem. Plenty of them. And while they sitting here playing with you, look, there's two people back there. So you're next to someone. Somebody's riding a bike next to you. Somebody's riding a bike next to you. Like, you're not even concerned about them. You back here with somebody else. This person's coming out right behind you. Like, they're right there. Like, where your back wheel is. So this is this new person. This is this new person. You could have walked away from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a King of Pentacles. Somebody in the King of Pentacles energy. That's a scammer. Seven of Pentacles reverse. This person's a scammer. That's how we're in the King of Pentacles energy. You know, they talk a good game and then they disappear. They don't finish what they start. They have no follow through. Okay? King of Cups, the Empress, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords. Somebody could have lied on you as well. Or they lied on somebody perjured themselves. This could be a court situation for someone. Page of Wands, Temperance. Four of Swords, I feel it. The Hermit, the Nine of Wands. So somebody lied, perjured themselves. It was a big lie. Whatever it was against the law. Okay. And somebody's been nervous about this the whole time. Ever since they told this lie, they've been nervous about it. You know, other people have been trying to, tell them, oh, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We know these people. We got these connections. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but somebody felt God. Yeah, they felt the Most High. Deep down. They felt the Most High. It's like this rock sitting in their stomach. This rock is making them nauseous. It's making them sick. They can't breathe. They're losing their breath. Yeah, because they know something's coming. Yeah, it's inching closer and closer and closer. That rock is getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, because somebody told a lie on you. And it's come back full circle. And if some of y'all, you karmics, you in the audience right now, if you think you're gonna blackmail somebody, scare them because somebody's scared. Somebody's scared to talk, to tell the truth about something. Never mind, I ain't gonna say it. Just wait. Spirit said don't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Death in the reverse, that says it alone, right there. The Three of Cups can be a group of people. Two of Wands that took a journey together, that went on a trip together. Okay, somebody could have even paid someone to try to unalive somebody, and they got caught up for that. Yeah. Somebody that was close to you, they were paid to unalive you. Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Sag, Aries, heavy Leo. The moon, I almost said the sun. It's a Leo. A Cancer could have paid a Leo to unalive you. Six of Swords. Somebody could have traveled. Eight of Wands, Three of Cups. Somebody could have traveled from one state to another, to wherever you are. Found out where you frequent, okay, and started going to wherever you frequent. And it was more than one person. Yep, you avoided something. You averted something because you saw it up front. You saw it because you were strong. Okay, you're not to be played with. You sweet and everything, but you nothing nice. You can be You can be a sweetie pie or you can be a nightmare. Okay, take your pick. Take your pick. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups. I feel like somebody's been invested in you for a long time. Like, not like, being together with you, living with you, right? But invested in you nonetheless. Pisces, Cancer. Eight of Wands, Six of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Ha! So somebody's trying to run to where you are, or somebody's trying to show up somewhere that you are, like trying to run into you. Yeah, Spirit's not gonna let that happen. Like, if somebody tries to come towards you, they're going to show up after you leave somewhere. Or you're gonna miss each other every time. Five of Pentacles, the World, because something's over. There is no point for the two of you to come across each other anymore. There's no point in you at all. There's no point. They're gonna try, but there's no point for you two to cross paths. The Hermit, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, y'all on two different paths. Two different paths. The road. One road went up, the other one went down. Y'all went separate ways. Somebody trying to circle back around, like, no, you got to live out the path that you hopped on. You got to finish that contract on that path. You can't just turn around, bust a Yui. You already made decisions. Six of Wands. Somebody could be traveling real soon. Okay, somebody can get somebody can get contacted by an executive, a business executive or something like that, or their assistant, their company, something like that. Somebody's gonna get contacted for something that they do, okay, or something that someone thinks that they're perfect for. Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Okay, something is going to be, whoa. So you're going to be able to write up your own contract or put clauses in your contract. You're going to be able to put what you want to in your contract for whoever I'm talking to. Six of Pentacles, yes. And you're going to be able to give a dollar amount. They're going to ask you what you want to be paid. Not the other way around. Okay. All right, I see you. Yeah, people see you. You're like Princess Diana. Whether you're a man or a woman, you have that energy. You're like Princess Diana. It's like, how can you not love this person? How can you not love this divine feminine, this divine masculine? Like, if you don't, I mean, you don't have to, but to hate them or dislike them, like, how? Like, there's people that are like, how? They don't bother anybody. They help people. They help people get out of the things that they've gotten out of before. Like, how can you have hatred for this person unless you are evil, or you're up to things under the cover of night and you don't want them revealed, or you want to be able to get over on people silently and smile in their face like a weak ass coward. Yeah, God have mercy on the person who thinks to come against you, especially in the energy that you're in now, the timeline and the power level that you're on now. God have mercy the next person that tries some shit with you. Seven of Swords. God have mercy. Four of Cups. The Empress. Yeah, you ain't even gonna have to turn around. You ain't even gonna have to bat an eyelash. I'm telling you. Okay, you got more security, or somebody can end up having security, having to walk around with security. Seeing somebody going up in an elevator, a penthouse. Ten of Cups, the Star. Somebody's going to the top. Somebody's going to the top. There could be a body that was found, or yeah. Either somebody told someone about a body, or a body was found. Mm-hmm. somebody is getting wind of this spiritually, that a body was found. That it's like spiritually they can feel this. Like there's a whole bunch of anxiety and fear. A whole bunch. I mean a whole bunch. Like the kind where you feel like you gotta shit on yourself. You know when you get scared, you know, real scared, you feel like you gotta shit on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find a bathroom now, right? That's how somebody feels, or some people feel all the time. All the time. Six of Cups, the Knight of Swords. Because what they did in the past is coming for their ass. What they did in the past is coming for their ass. And this Queen of Swords tried to tell them. This Queen of Swords tried to tell them. Let me switch that. There we go. Yeah, while they was partying and kicking in and having fun, and, you know, at your expense, for some of y'all, you know, celebrating too early. Whatever this is that they did, and however much they did it, it's coming back with a vengeance. That horse is running full speed on this card. And he got his sword up and out with a gas mask on. He don't know where he been running to, but it don't matter, because he finna lay everything down. Ooh, I would hate to be these people right now. You got somebody else could have saw you somewhere, okay, and they took off running or something like that. They got scared and ran, or it did. The Magician reversed, the Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, somebody cannot fight this backfire, okay? A part of this backfire could be some type of STD. Five of Cups, the Knight of Wands, yes, the Hangman, the Ten of Swords. Yep, somebody got an STD. Somebody that was manipulated. Mm-hmm. They let somebody woo them, romance them, serenade them, disarm them. Mm-hmm. King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, the Hangman. Yeah, somebody thought they was walking into like some type of good fortune, and it's a bloody mess. It's a bloody mess. And then something just dawns on somebody, just straight up revelation, and a lot of it. You know, it's like when you just realize something, you know, a whole bunch of something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody realizing that they were the brunt end of the joke, that they were being laughed at, that they had no idea what was going on in the room. So somebody could be like goofily, I just made that up, goofily naive. You know, kind of like Goofy, the character. Oh, sure. You know, somebody's goofy, like goofy, but cocky. You know, you can't be both. You can't be both. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. The Emperor. Did I say King of Cups Emperor earlier? I said King of Swords, King of Pentacles. I didn't say King of Cups. So there could be a King of Cups Emperor out here. Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Empress, the Hangman. It's like somebody wants to come in and save the day. The Hangman. Somebody who knows about you, who knows about some type of betrayal that happened to you, okay, in these past relationships that you were in. Nine of Pentacles, okay, this person is single, just like you are. Alright, could be an air sign, doesn't have to be, could be, what was the last card? Earth sign, doesn't have to be. The World. Yeah, somebody who watches someone on the internet. You can feel this person through the screen, okay, or however they watch you. I mean, I'm getting the internet. Somebody who's celebrated on the internet. A lot of people love this person. Okay, a lot of people love to see this person coming. All right, hates when this person really leaves. You know, not hates, but you know, it's like when a party's over, when the lights come on, you know, and it's a good party. It's a real good party, you know, or a function, and don't nobody want to go home. It's that type of energy. Like, damn, this is one of the best parties I've ever been to in my life. It's over. Puppeteer. Yeah, Somebody was in controlling your relationship. Somebody allowed another person to control your relationship. Now they fighting. Temperance. While you at peace, still doing what you do on the world stage. Justice. And that's fair. And that's karma. Okay? The devil. And that's fair. And that's karma. Even Lucifer says so. That's fair. That's karma. That ass is mine. That's what he said. That's what he said. I just heard him. That's what he said. That ass is mine. Okay. Strength in the reverse. The Page of Wands. Ten of Cups. A whole family is messed up. The Lovers. Yeah, or somebody's chosen you. Somebody's chosen you. Yep, somebody's chosen you. They want to have family with you. Okay, you know they want the whole Ten of Cups. The Star. This person could be famous, well known. Okay, wear a badge. Serve an institution. Okay, Ace of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Somebody knows that something will work between the two of you. They know it. They know it. This ain't somebody that wants to, I want to see where things go with us, No, this is somebody that, if I hear somebody say that, I want to see where things go, then, oh no, things can't go anywhere, because I already know that you're not in it for the long haul, right? You just in it to see, you know what I'm saying? You in it to try things, to try to maneuver things, to try to push my boundaries, to see what I'll, say something about and what I won't. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those, okay? The Sun, Three of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. I feel like you worked to have a certain life, okay? A certain comfortability, and I feel like you're going to have it. I feel like you're going to have it. I know you're going to have it. Be a Leo out here that's fatigued, that's feeling weak, that's trying to hook to you, or they need that peaceful energy that you carry. They want to feel it, okay? But they're blocked out. They would have to climb a mountain, scale a mountain to even try to get close to your energy. Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Somebody's working while they're waiting for something, okay? Or waiting for the details of something. This can be information, paperwork, information about paperwork or something like that from the court system. Yeah, the Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles, something that's been taking a while. To be honest, something's been slow as, okay, to be honest. Something's been slow as, okay. The Eight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Somebody could have promised somebody something, paid somebody to walk away from you, or, indulge them in some type of way, All it takes for you to, bribe a karmic masculine is to buy them things, right? Give them things. You know what I'm saying? They coming right with you. They coming right with you. Right? They don't even see that is a cover, that is overcompensating for what's really not there, right? Hidden behind this moon, what's really not there. They'll make you feel like it is, but it's not. Yeah, it's not. The Tower. Somebody can be a swimmer. The Tower. Scorpio. People could be running from someone, from a Scorpio. I'm getting disgust. People feel like out of their body or something. People feel like they're not themselves. Like where have I been and what have I been doing and what the hell's going on? It's like these people it's like they've been sitting in the back seat of their vessel, and then they were just thrown back into the front seat. So whatever was causing chaos caused the chaos, and then went in the back seat and put them back up in the front. And they don't even remember a lot of the things that they did or why they did them. They were under a spell, okay? A lot of these people are possessed. Especially a Leo, Aries, Sag, Five of Pentacles. Yep, the Most High saying, and they keep saying God this and God that. Most High is reminding someone or some people that have been using his name. Yeah, using his name for their benefit. He's saying, you remember that? He's asking you, do you remember it? I'm hearing him say it over and over and over again. It's just on repeat. So something was done on repeat. King of Swords. Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the Six of Cups. So somebody's trying to hide as if they can hide from what they did in the past. Three of Swords, absolutely not. Eight of Swords, somebody going to prison. Ace of Pentacles, and you're getting a payday. Judgment, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Cups. The Fool, there's a mother and a daughter that's under judgment. In a group of people, a mob of people. So a mother, a daughter, and a grandmother is significant. Yeah, in a group of people. You know, it's a mixture of people. Old friends, exes, you know. Bit them up because they never got a chance with you, you know, because they fucked it up for these idiots, you know. Hold on. Hold on, I got to go to the bathroom. Okay. I'm back. Oh, I couldn't hold that. I had to go. Okay, that's that. Like I said, you got a message coming in. Something can be backdated. Okay, this could be mail that was delivered somewhere else. I feel like you're gonna get that mail along with whatever this paperwork is. New York can be significant. Some type of sex trafficking getting caught up in New York. Okay, or connected to New York. Got a karmic. Ooh, shit, son. Ah. Okay, so this, I said your grandma, right? Somebody grandma, somebody mama, somebody sister. So the mama and the grandma's out here at least. So it would be your mother, your grandmother. The name Francis. Got a Pisces, karmic Pisces. This is the karmic Pisces. This name Ernestine. Okay, it's connected to this U.S. government. Ooh, spirit telling, spirit telling. Spirit telling. You about to get a message about these people, or, well, I am, but you know, whoever these people are for you. Eastern Star. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got a corrupt doctor. That's the Eastern Star as well. Yeah, this Pisces is shocked. They're in hermit mode. They're shocked. Seven of Cups, the hermit. They're having to face some type of reality right now. Like, they can't believe it. They cannot believe that they have to face this reality. Okay? Something they did in January with corrupt paperwork. Okay? Files from your medical records. Yeah! Somebody broke HIPAA laws. Somebody named Belinda. Oh, I thought that was Belinda. Okay, well, somebody named Belinda anyway. I said it. Reconcile. Bounty. Didn't I say somebody put a bounty on somebody's head? Pisces hired a hitman or hit woman. Okay, just should try to get close to you to unalive you. This could be your grandma for some of you. Okay, your grandma and your mama. Yeah, somebody named Trisha. That's also involved. Might be gang member. Yep. Yep. How you working with the girl that stomped you into the ground? How you working next to the girl that damn near beat you to death? They know who I'm talking to. That damn near beat you to death. We had to nurse you back to health. How you working side by side with them? That's crazy. Death magic. Next to Francis. The name Anthony. The name Louis. They going to prison. Yeah, that's what they get for living in their ego. They going to prison. They want to apologize. They feeling suicidal. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares. They called you crazy. Now they want to apologize. Tried to prove that you were crazy while they were doing all of this shit to you. Trying to take you up out of here, out of this earth. Didn't I say Belinda? I knew it. I knew it. There it is. There it is. Or Linda. Somebody could have paid this person to do something to you. Somebody got blue eyes. Okay, green eyes. The name Aaron is significant. In an abusive relationship. Okay. Somebody could pass away due to being in an abusive relationship. Okay. Or something could be ending for this person. Aaron. Okay, this person can have a secret child that they're not telling anybody about. 1111 in the reverse. Okay, got ancient wisdom. The name Jose can be significant. Because somebody swore that they wasn't gonna be like their mama. They swore they wasn't gonna be like their mama, but they just like their mama. Just like their mama. Drug addiction in the reverse. Yeah, they heavily addicted too. Yeah, racketeering. Yeah, they just joined the family business. They said, fuck it, I might as well. You know, I might as well. And now they going down with the family. I guess they babied one with somebody else. You know, can't have your baby in prison. Underage, oh my goodness. A coven. A coven of pedophiles. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? This is your family. This is somebody's family. That is a coven of pedophiles. They can be connected to an Aquarius, okay? That's in their ego, or that's been in their ego. Okay, when it comes to emotional manipulation in the reverse, they've been exposed for being emotionally manipulative. Somebody could be Haitian. Somebody could travel to Haiti. Yeah, somebody's movements have been being tracked. This person could be in the law enforcement. So higher ups have been watching this person. The name Marcus can be significant, connected to a crooked judge. Where'd it go? Didn't it bend? Okay, guess not. The name Leilani, significant. Okay, watching from a laundromat, the cartel. Okay, somebody's sister could be watching from close by your house or something like that. You know, weird bitch. Should be over there watching, taking care of her kids, clean her nasty ass house, but she just following you around in her busted ass vehicle. Okay, New York can be significant. Okay, this came out earlier. Someone famous is interested in you or well known. All right, Scorpio, 8th house, renewal, sex, drug, reverse. Some of y'all can be, you know, ending your celibacy here pretty soon. Deeply felt peak experiences, yeah. Yeah, that's giving me a climax, things of that nature. Okay, deep interactions with others, yeah. And legal matters at the bottom. Said somebody was dealing with a court situation. Got neglect. Okay, somebody's neglecting their individuality. Okay, or they neglected their individuality. The Emirates is significant. Bets. There are sheiks that are watching you, placing bets on you, or they've been, okay. Yeah, you're being monitored somehow, just like some type of system set up to. It's giving me like John Wick. You know that system they had set up. You know when names will come up and everything. Like it's a system that you're being like recorded on, watched on, or something has been being recorded, followed. Okay, you got secret children again. Dubai. So trafficking of children to Dubai. Okay, red hair female, male, 20 to 35 years old can be involved. Okay, somebody could be a seer. You got Seattle. The name Khalil. Oh, Timothy. I know damn well. Show yourself. If you lurking, show yourself. Or else what are you lurking for? Spy. I know when you be driving around my house with your weird ass, Jacksonville, Florida, sleeping with sibling. Somebody that's from Florida is sleeping with a sibling of yours. So this could be an ex of yours, and some of y'all have an ex that's from Florida. That's sleeping with a sibling of yours. Okay? They don't have to be from Florida. This could be an ex right here, sleeping with a sibling of yours. Because this is my ex and this is a sibling of mine. So, you know, that's what be what that card signifies as well. That's why I made it. That's why I made it. A few more. Yep, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Scorpio. Fucking each other and a Virgo. I know what the hell I'm talking about. This person's a Scorpio, okay, karmic, and this person's a karmic Virgo. I knew you was gay. I knew you was gay for real. I knew it. Narcissistic mother and father. I knew it. I knew it. I saw the way you used to look at my boyfriend at the time when I used to come around. I saw it. You finally got you some, huh? Brought you all the hell that you could ever wish to bring anybody else. I am having a ball. This shit is hilarious. Oh, it's hilarious. Sleeping with siblings. Goodness. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. All right, let's look at the current energy. Get another day. Okay. All right. What's up, Star Boy? Well, you ain't here enough. I was gonna make you moderator, one of the moderators, but you ain't. I don't know. You be here. You be here. You be at work. You be at work. I got you. I got you. Somebody could drink Dos Equis. Dos Equis. Oh, thank you, Starboy. Thank you. He gave me some jewels, y'all. Now, where's that man about a horse? The world, horse, or current energy. Thank you, Starboy. Good gifting today, huh? You just in a gifting mood today. Yes, I did say horse. A human one, a human. The Eight of Wands. Okay. Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Moon, Eight of Swords. You better stop it. Uh-oh. I don't know why you are. Somebody's dreaming of you. They're begging God, crying, begging God, and I do mean giving it up. Look. Somebody like, I'll preach the gospel. I'll do what I'm supposed to do. Please, please. Somebody in the belly of the fish right now. Didn't the Most High told you to take your ass to Nineveh? You tried to go to Tarshish and you got caught up. Now you in the belly of the fish. Begging the Most High for a burning bush experience. To talk to them. Okay. To have some type of interaction, intervention with them. They praying for a miracle. Okay. Boy, somebody never wanted the Most High to come down so bad. Ever. Four of Cups. There he goes. Jonah. Up underneath the tree. Pouting. Still. It's not good enough. Six of Swords. Somebody could be getting some news, okay, that they do not want to hear. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. Five of Swords. Okay, so we said that already, right? Somebody can have an STD or something like that. Okay, that could be the bad news. It is fire, burning. You know, burning. 84 could be significant. Somebody be born in 84. 841 could be significant. 148. This person's burdened, crying, alone. Could be facing jail time for somebody. For multiple. It's over. It's over. It's over. You know, sayonara, it's over. It's over, baby. It's over. The King of Wands. Nine of Cups, the Judgment. Somebody has... So I don't know, this person can want a second chance or something like that, okay? If it's not that, somebody has made some type of determination, some type of judgment, okay? Somebody could be a musician or good at playing instruments, okay? Or a specific instrument, or somebody could be good at whatever they put their hand to do, okay? Temperance. Three of Swords, Seven of Cups. Somebody is realizing Lucifer's position in all of this. Somebody's seeing an interaction going on between the Lord and Lucifer. A conversation. This could be a dream or a vision. Okay, somebody's crying while they're seeing this. They're being shown this interaction between Yeshua and Lucifer. And there's a door, there's an archway, okay, or a threshold. And inside of it is the heavens. I'm seeing the heavens. There's heavenly kingdoms, okay, rivers of living water, gold, okay, there's everything. There's a conversation about a banquet or being somewhere to be held account, okay? So, you know, there's a departing right here. So somebody was allowed to see basically the order of things. Somebody was allowed to see the order of things. Okay, you know, he takes orders from Yeshua, not the other way around, okay? They can sit there and have a plausible conversation. They can. So there's something that's everybody's going to be in attendance for. This is being called to account. Everyone. So whatever you were doing, depending on what you were doing, what you've been doing past seasons, everybody's being called to account right now. Okay, some are celebrating in this Nine of Cups. Others, not so much. Not so much. Okay, but this is what you are walking into. Something peaceful, something deeply felt. Okay, something is going to feel very heavenly to you. Okay, to you and someone, to you and your family. There's the Yeshua right there. The sun reverse. He's all over here. He's all over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 different times. 4. That's his number. 4. There he is again. 6 of Wands. Thank you. Yeshua. There he is again. Number 5. Signifying the change. Okay. King of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. The Emperor. Somebody's supposed to give you something. Somebody's supposed to been giving you something or been contacted you or something like that. Okay, and they have taken their sweet time. Whoever this is, could be a corrupt officer, a judge, somebody in the system. Okay, they're supposed to notify you of something. Finances. So somebody tried to steal what was yours. Then they tried to confuse the authority about who it belonged to. So you remember the story in the Bible about King Solomon, right? Shout out to my ancestors. King Solomon, right? You remember when the 2 women were fighting over the baby, right? Remember it was something about the woman trying to take the other woman's baby, right? Because her baby was dead, And King Solomon, right? He asked God for wisdom, and all the things he asked the Most High for, he asked him for wisdom, right? Right? To discern. Okay, so how he solved it, right? He was like, okay, well, since nobody knows whose child it is, or since I don't know whose child it is, let's cut the child in half, and each of you can have half. You can have a piece of the child each. Just cut the child right down the middle. Both of you guys can have a piece of the child. And then the real mother was like, no, let her have him. Let her have the baby, right? So that's how King Solomon found out whose baby it truly was, because the woman who was the mother did not want her baby cut in half, obviously, right? Okay, so somebody has wisdom here, and while we're speaking on the topic, I don't know, it's mixed. Okay, so if this person has this wisdom, then maybe they were held up. Okay. 2 of Pentacles, the Emperor. Somebody could have been trying to throw this person off. Okay. For some of you, you were supposed to be dead, unalive. That's why somebody put a hit out on you, because on paper, you were said to be unalive. You were said to be not living anymore for somebody. So they tried to kill you, so that I will make it true. Yeah, and there's multiple life insurance policies out here. You got multiple people who have life insurance policies on you, which is crazy in itself. Anybody shouldn't be able to get a life insurance policy on anybody. But that's the world we live in, corrupt. But the laws. I just said, when I say people are being called to account, the Most High is not playing. This is Moses coming back down from the mountain. What was the people doing when Moses came down from the mountain? Because they were so impatient and they couldn't wait. What were the people doing? They had gathered all their gold together, made a golden calf, and started dancing. They was dancing butt naked around the golden calf. Twerking. Doing their stuff around the golden calf. Here come Moses down the hill like, what? What in the hell are y'all doing? Y'all have lost your entire minds. Y'all have lost it. You have lost it. I'm up here talking to the Most High, getting the directives and directions, and y'all can't wait. Y'all can't be patient. Y'all had to take your gold, put it together, and make a golden calf and start dancing around it naked like some crazy people. Y'all doing rituals now? That's what you know what I'm saying? You calling on Baal now? I'm getting disappointment. The King of Swords came back out. Did I pick that up? I guess I put it back in by accident. The 8 of Cups. The Page of Swords. So the disciples are about to see something supernatural. Yeah, yeah. God's people, you're about to see something supernatural because you are like these little children. Okay. When I say the Most High is proud of you, when I say Yeshua's proud of you, very proud of you. Look at what you guys are doing. Like this, you don't need anybody to lead you, to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Number 12, 12 apostles. This is you. This is your people. You are doing what you have been called to do, what you have been taught to do, because you have been His since a child, and now you're adults, and you are still His, and you're about to see something supernatural. Yeah, just when it got the darkest, or it felt like it was getting the darkest, right? A light shines from the heavens. Whoo, Empress, Queen of Cups. Maid Marian, Robin Hood can be significant. I didn't mean, I meant to, I saw Maid Marian when I saw that, but I meant to say, Mary, well, not Mary, what was her name? I can't remember right now, took my tongue. One of the disciples, the one that was, that used to be a prostitute. Queen of Wands, the Emperor, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Somebody could have gotten thrown out, okay? Yeah, somebody thought that they were sitting on, somebody, it's giving Scrooge McDuck. Somebody thought that they was swimming in riches, or that they were about to. Yeah, I heard back to the streets. Yeah, back to the streets for you. Yeah, this is how you could have met somebody, you know, and you know, you doctored them up, or you brought them back to life, and then they got too big for their britches, said F you, and went over here because somebody told them that they can be a king, if they took something from you, or they could be a queen if they took something from you, if they went against you, all this could be theirs. And that was their whole focus the whole time. All this could be theirs. They were so excited that one of these days, they were going to get to flaunt your shit in your face. And you weren't going to be able to do anything about it. And they were going to be this emperor, this empress, this king, this queen. And they was going to look good doing it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody would have ever known the difference. Two of Pentacles. Nobody would have ever known the difference. Because you'd be dead. You'd be dead or locked up in an asylum somewhere. Boy, they mad I just said that. Knight of Swords reversed. Boy, they mad I just said that. The Three of Cups. Group of idiots. Somebody's name could be Joshua. Ten of Pentacles. They're mad about these finances. Okay. Genesis 13 and 15, it says, all the land that you see I will give to you and your offspring forever. What does that remind you of? Now I know that they got that they put in the Lion King. They got that from the Bible. I mean, you can tell in the Lion King, those had Bible characters. Got a king, had a prince, heir to the throne, had a prophet, Rafiki, the baboon, he was the prophet, right? Yeah, I just realized that, because that's what Mufasa said to Simba. A little changed a little bit, but he said everything that the light touches is yours, right? This says, all the land that you see, I will give to you and your offspring forever. Everything that the light touches is yours. I will give this to your descendants, you and your descendants forever. Three of Cups. Something about a banquet. Okay. What's up with this King of Swords? No, what's up with this Knight of Swords and, excuse me, that was the Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Cups. The Two of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. So somebody trying to plead their case. Yeah, because this giant this in front of them that they're facing. Boy, somebody trying to plead their case. Yeah, but they can't. It's like they're trying to force something to be something that it's not. They're so used to bribing people, paying people off, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with people to get their way. They're not getting their way this time. They're not. High Priestess reverse. Be even doing magic over a court case to try to get their way. Bitch, you're not getting your way. What's gonna happen to this High Priestess reverse? Six of Pentacles. Three of Cups. This could have been like a spell work party or something like that. You know, back in the day, we used to have tattoo parties, right? Okay, I don't even know if they still have them, but I mean, shoot, there's still tattoos going on the road, so I'm sure that they are. But it's giving me like that. But it's like a spell work party or something. Gathering. Something ritualistic. Queen of Wands. The Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. So something's a facade. Five of Swords. Something's a facade. Yeah. That somebody can't keep up anymore. So the spell work was holding this facade over the situation. The spell work was keeping the blurriness. It was keeping shit blurry, right? It was making shit look like one thing when it was really another. It was making people's eyes see something that it was not. 9/11 can be significant. 6/11. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Yeah. Somebody's father could be significant. Father, son. Somebody could be finding out in the future who their real parents are, okay? Who really birthed them. Where they really came from. I was watching a movie today where this little boy, I forgot what it's called, but this little boy had came from outer space or whatever. And, you know, he was a baby when they found him. He was in a spaceship or whatever. I think it's called Brightburn, the movie, or whatever. Somebody can say or whatever a lot. I don't even. But they told the boy because he started coming into these powers, right? You know what I'm saying? He stuck his hand in the lawnmower blade and it bent up the lawnmower blade, right? He was trying to start the lawnmower and he took it and threw the lawnmower like a football field away. So they told him that he's not their real son, right? That they found him, you know, he fell from the heavens. He was in a spaceship. They found him. He was a baby. And they raised him as his own, you know? But he turned out to be a killer. Yeah, that movie is a horror movie. He turned out to be bad, not good, you know? It's kind of like a Clark Kent, Superman type story thing, right? But it was the opposite. He was evil and sadistic and psychopathic. The thing was inherently evil. Like there was no good in it. So that's significant something. The world, near future. The Empress in the reverse. Okay, this grandmother figure is being exposed publicly. This could be on the news, somewhere across the internet. Okay, judgment. Yes, that's a part of their judgment. Nine of Cups, King of Cups. Soul, Tower, yes, Nine of Wands, the Devil, all these people. Somebody, oh, this is, yeah, Nine of Cups reverse. Oh, they not gonna like this. They not gonna like this, boy. King of Cups, the Soul, the Tower, the Nine of Wands. This King of Cups can be going through like some type of ego death or spiritual ascension. No. No, they're getting revelation. They're getting revelation. They're not going through an ascension though. They're begging, okay? It's not being granted. The Three of Swords, yeah, you can't beg your way out of this. No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. Not when you've been getting warnings the whole time and you refuse to look at the, the red flags. No, sir. No, ma'am. Don't even ask. Don't even ask. You gotta eat this tower. Or these towers, excuse me. And y'all did a lot of wicked work for a long ass time. A lot of it, non-stop. Okay, around the clock. Each person or each group of people, they broke them off in groups. They were all responsible for something different. Okay, and they stayed on that shit, and they did not budge. They stayed on it. So just imagine what's coming for their ass non-stop. Might be for the rest of their life in this incarnation, and then in the next one. Two of Pentacles, the devil. Yeah, they're gonna be paying this off for lifetimes. Lifetimes. Okay, they're not even gonna be able to redeem their bloodline's not gonna be able to be redeemed if it still exists after this confirmation. Because some of these people bloodline may be wiped out entirely. Maybe wiped out entirely. Meaning none of them left. Definitely the 13 bloodlines. The High Priestess. You can be going back and forth with something in your mind through this High Priestess. Oh. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna find out. You're gonna see the news, or I don't know. You're gonna come across it. Spirit's gonna bring this across your visual. The Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands. Five of Swords. Eight of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. You're going to see something on the internet or the news, and it's gonna be yo who used to be your people. Yep. I promise you. You're gonna see it. Six of Swords. That's 2222. 2222. Confirmation. 12, 21. 21, 12. 17, the Star. You can have three people. It's giving the three wise men. There's three people who are searching you out. The Hermit. Virgo. My bad, I ain't been saying size. Virgo. Pisces. Scorpio, Libra, Page of Cups, somebody from your past that admires you. They've been watching you, okay? Their feelings have been being stirred towards you. I don't know who this is to you. I mean, it says from your past. The Lovers, that's for somebody specific. That's not for everybody, okay? Or past life, but it's giving me past, like somebody that's known you over the years. Maybe somebody you ain't seen since a kid. Queen of Pentacles. For somebody. Death in the reverse. You could have not seen someone since somebody's funeral. The last funeral that you went to, that's where you last saw somebody at. Whoever this person is. Four of Swords, yeah. Last time you saw them, you were grieving. Or everybody was grieving. Six of Cups reverse, Ace of Swords reverse. Okay, so something could have happened. Something could have broke out at the funeral. Okay, a fight or something like that. The last time you saw this person, or just some type of conflict that happened. Death at a funeral, and then a movie. Page of Wands. Strength. The Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Ten of Cups. Six of Wands, excuse me. The Chariot. Somebody gonna be a hot mom or a hot dad or something like that. Oh, I found that out last week too. Spirit just reminded me. Yeah, you know the catacombs, right? You know, the catacombs. You know, it's not what they said that it was. The catacombs? Yeah, it's some type of genocide, some type of something that happened that they tried to bury. You know, they just renamed it and called it something else. Okay, for entertainment purposes only. The Eight of Swords. Somebody could be imprisoned, held hostage somewhere. Okay, somebody's afraid to pass away, to die. Seven of Cups reverse, but they know they're going to. The cartel came out before. Ten of Swords. Yes, this has to do with cartel. It has to do with cartel. Somebody's on the chopping block, and they know that they're some Somebody about to leave here. Somebody is, the cartel is in possession of someone and they're not letting them go. When I tell you somebody's praying to God, boy, the cartel got somebody and they not leaving there. Not in the way that they came. They're not. They're not. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, we got them praying right there, and we got them praying right here. Could be multiple people. That's on the chopping block. One at a time. You know, you next, and then you next. While you part this Red Sea and receive this fortune, okay, and this land of milk and honey, Queen of Cups, the Eight of Cups. I tell you, you're about to see something supernatural, okay? Something that you thought, like, your mind is about to be blown. Most High about to blow your mind. When I tell you, about to blow your mind. Still on the bottom, he about to blow your mind. I'm sure Moses' mind when it was blown when he reached his hand up and put that staff down in the Red Sea part. I'm sure he was shocked. I'm sure. All right, anything else, Spirit? Divine Fem. I like your reading, Divine Fem. Keep that motherfucker blocked. Blocked. 4 of Wands, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. You don't even know. You have no idea. You have no idea what's about to happen. 6 of Pentacles, none. And Spirit wants it that way. And you can probably be saying, you know, while I'm saying that, you could probably be, you know, huffing and puffing or sucking your teeth or something like that, right? Which is understandable. But you're going to be shocked. Spirit got you right where they want you. Page of Wands, the King of Wands. Something about backstage, okay? Or 5 of Pentacles reversed. Somebody took your advice about something, okay? 9 of Pentacles, Finally. Somebody thought that your advice was, you know, that maybe somebody judged you by what you had or didn't have, you know, to whether you can give them advice or not. Well, they asked you for it, so they must have thought that you could. Anyway, they took the advice, and now that, you know, 6 of Pentacles, now they may want to give you something. Wheel of Fortune. They may want to give you something, okay, for the advice that you gave them. Could have saved them a lot of money or something like that. Saved them a lot of something. The Tower reversed. You helped this person avoid a tower, whoever this is. Temperance. For some of y'all, it's even be somebody famous. 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Anything else, Spirit? King of Pentacles. Came out sideways. 2 of Wands. King of Pentacles trying to figure out which way to go. 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. 9 of Cups. Yeah, somebody could have been led into something, lured somewhere, okay? The Hierophant, yeah, something about a setup. 5 of Cups, yeah, the Most High put out some bait, and this person took it. Yeah, and then there's 5 of Cups. Page of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, trying to figure out what they can do to, you know, get back in your good graces. Maybe try to buy your affections, buy you a gift or some shit that you don't want, you don't give a shit about, okay? You don't care. Give it to one of your hoes, you know what I'm saying? Okay, the High Priestess. The 7 of Cups. The Most High might tell you to say something that may seem kind of crazy to you. Okay, say it. Say it. No matter how crazy you know. Sometimes some people think that the Most High won't say certain things, you know, and He will, and He does. Okay, so if you hear the Most High tell you to say something and you think, you know, oh, the Most High wouldn't say it. If you hear it, say it. No matter how, especially if it sounds berserk. Especially. How many times He told somebody to, you know, do something that sounded crazy, but it ended up working out, right? You know, I could just picture Yeshua taking the dirt and spitting in it and making putty to wipe it on a man's eyes so that he can see again. I'm sure they was looking at him like, Two of Pentacles. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's watch. See what happens. Miracle. Eight of Pentacles. Last one. Three of Swords. Somebody put, all these people put in this work for nothing. Nothing. And somebody could be fighting for their life. Yep, and losing it. Yeah, somebody's leaving a hospital bed, or their spirit is leaving their body out of a hospital bed. Whoever this is. King of Swords, Two of Swords, the Chariot. Could be a King of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Somebody trying to swerve and gets in an accident. That Four of Cups. Yeah, somebody could like flip over into like water or something like that. Or the water's up to their neck. Yeah. King of Wands, the Lovers, the Hermit, the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Justice. So either somebody feels, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that. We're just gonna leave it there. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it there. It's nothing. It's nothing. You wouldn't give a shit. You wouldn't care. Yeah, I'll leave it there to my family. Should read. It should read. Know that somebody feels the way that you feel. Okay. And somebody may bring you flowers, you know, what the last person lacked. What the last person is sitting over here wishing that they would, I should have brought you flowers. I should have held your hand. Expect it, okay? And I'm getting out of here. I'll be back later for Divine Masculine's read. Oh my gosh, stop it. Thank y'all for donating. I appreciate you. Okay. Thank you, moderators. My new moderators. Okay. I know y'all getting the hang of it, so you know, no worries, no sweat. Make sure y'all doing your shadow work when you know, when it's attributed to you to do. All right. Make sure you are keeping your balance, calling your power back, cleansing your energy often. Okay. Somebody need to take a salt bath tonight. Wash that. You got quite a few people trying to force their way in your energy. Just make sure you do more than one form of cleansing. Okay. Do more than one form of cleansing. Confirmation. All right. All right. I love y'all, beloved. All right, my ladies, my fellas. All right, I love y'all, dilly. All right, and I will holler at y'all later. Stay prayed up, okay? Enjoy your day, right? And your night, whichever one it is where you are, okay? If it's at night, well, even if it's at daytime, be careful. All right. That's it. That's it. All right, I'll holler later. Bye.